Why fit in when you were born to stand out? Words of wisdom from the remarkable Theodore Seuss Geisel. Best known for authoring children's books, Dr. Seuss stood out in many ways. And now, 26 years after his death, the world is getting a closer look at his rarely seen artistic side. As Michael Schlesinger shows us, some of Dr. Seuss's private creations are now seeing the light of day at an exhibition ending today at Gallery 505 in Whitefish Bay.
Genius, plain and simple.
Valerie Jackson is referring to a man who has practically been a part of her life since the very beginning. Dr. Seuss, the children's author, the illustrationist, and now she's running a traveling exhibition showcasing some of his artwork not many have seen.
We are seeing an amazing collection of the 70 years of Dr. Seuss's genius. We have his iconic book illustrations. We have his private art, secret art collection that he painted at night. We have his unorthodox taxidermies and his political works.
Let's start here with the work you've probably never seen before.
Absolutely.
And you were mentioning to me, anything with the cat indicates what?
It's kind of him. It's him peeking out at you or looking at you. His alter ego was the cat, and that is the green cat in the Uleåborg subway, Finland, which does not really exist. So he thought this was one of his most accomplished pieces, and then he put the cat in the bottom of the subway.
There's another cat right here.
This is Venetian cat singing O Solo Meow, and Venice was one of his favorite places to travel.
And again, this was his wish to actually
Yes, it was.
sell
This was
these
his
pieces?
dream, yes. He'd never wanted the originals sold because people wouldn't be able to afford them. So he wanted them published in limited editions so that we would be able to afford to collect them.
And these are on sale here at Gallery
Yes,
505.
they are. Yes, they are.
Right through the weekend.
Yes, this is the cat from the wrong side of the tracks. This is Dr. Seuss in his rarest form, and the cat has 9 lives. He's used up 8 lives. He has 1 life left, and he has 1 shot left.
How long did it take to do these pieces, do you
We
think?
have no idea.
And I was told that he did these at night.
He was a nighttime man. He did it for stress relief and just for fun. And he never showed them, he never sold them. They were very private. So he wanted the world to see what he had done over a 70-year period.
I think it's fun, playful. I've actually seen some pieces installed in people's houses, and it looks fantastic.
Gallery 505 owner Tom Harris is referring to all the pieces currently filling his space in Whitefish Bay.
It's a show that's not going to be around forever, and it's very important for me to bring these type of shows to Milwaukee so that people can see them. And everything's for sale, which is great, because then it's brought to everybody that they can actually own a piece of history.
One part of the overall display, bound to get a few extra stares, is something called unorthodox taxidermy.
Dr. Seuss grew up at the zoo with his dad because his dad was the superintendent of the zoo in Springfield, Massachusetts. So his dad started sending him animal parts when they expired, so he got out his plaster and brought them back to life.
And we were saying, these aren't that eerie. They're kind of interesting
They're fun.
looking.
They're all smiling. They're happy to see you. They have wonderful happiness and playfulness in their eyes.
And explain some of what we're seeing exactly.
Well,
Who's this?
This is the tufted gustard, and this was made out of leather. And then this is a man's shaving brush right here. So he's just cute. This is the goo-goo-eyed Tasmanian wall gas that was made with actual ram's horns. And the list goes on.
The names you gotta love. And you said to me,
Seussian.
It's
Seussical,
Seussian.
Seussian names.
Nerd. He came up with the word nerd.
Nerd is a Dr. Seuss word. Yes.
And again, nothing scary here.
Nothing scary.
And just like the prints, these are for sale
They're
as
all
well.
for sale. They're very limited editions. They're great conversation pieces. They're part of our history.
And you were saying too, the wife's still alive, and
Yes,
she
she is.
releases pieces every
Yes,
year.
Yes, new pieces come out every year. The collection is now 20 years old. We started with about 10 pieces, and it's up to about 140 pieces.
Amazing. Everything in this exhibit is up for sale, but organizers want to make clear this collection is so much more than the money being collected. Do you think he would look at this as capitalizing his work and
Wasn't
trade?
that way at all. He just wanted to share with the world what he had done. It wasn't about money. He doesn't want the originals ever sold, neither does his wife. And so it's not about money at all. He just loved life.
Oh, I frequently think every now and then of the glorious fruit of the noble hen. Hey, Eggs! Eggs! E-double-G-S eggs.
How much more do you think is going to be released?
He had a huge body of work. He never stopped drawing. He had a huge career in advertising before we even knew who Dr. Seuss was. So he did over 400 published political cartoons in his lifetime. He did many magazine covers, calendar covers, and his own private work, and he illustrated every page of every book. He's iconic. He's in everybody's life. It doesn't matter your age. The grandkids, the great-grandkids, I grew up reading it. My mother grew up reading it. He's part of our history.
What's coming next?
Don't know yet.
You got to top this. That's hard.
Well, it gets harder and harder every year to keep topping these. We'll try.